Sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car, and customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com.
Hello, and welcome to a fantastic Monday morning. The Monday after Easter here. Make sure you hit share, like, comment, share this with your friends, share it with your families. Let us know where you're watching us from here each and every morning. Danny Gurry of Good Morning Frederick on here. Margo here with Trending Stories. Happy belated Easter, Danny.
Happy belated Easter to you as well. And I'm not sure if people are still off work or off school today, being Easter Monday, but I think last week was spring break here in Frederick, and all getting back to it.
You know what I know? I do a lot of driving, and, unfortunately, I get off the radio at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and so I'll be out and about, and I have noticed there's like a lot of people that just are out every time. I'm like, does anyone have jobs? Is anyone doing anything? Every time I'm out at like 11:30, it's just packed. People are out. They're not driving well. No one's letting anybody in. I'm like, where are you? I just tried to park a little while ago, and in my entire neighborhood is cars. I'm like, who is working anymore? Because I think everybody's...
I say that a lot, too, when I'm out and about during the week. I think, what is everyone doing? They can't all be retired.
Yeah, they're just perpetually off. I don't know if it's something that's...
I want that job.
Yeah.
I want that job.
I have that job, but I don't make any money doing that job. So that's really the trick, is how are you making money doing that job?
Right. How are you surviving?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a great Monday. Thanks for joining us again. Hit share, like, comment every single day. Danny brings you Good Morning Frederick. On Monday, we do our trending stories, so you get the news first before you get to work. So yesterday, obviously, being Easter, and I know your kids are grown, but I don't know. I just wanted to alert you of a trend, and I don't know if any, because you're in the know of people and with kids and families. But apparently this year, and not only because eggs are way more expensive than they used to be, but I don't know if you heard about the trend was to color marshmallows. Did you hear about this?
No, I did see the one where people were trying to paint potatoes for a while, but now we're coloring marshmallows.
Yeah, I mean,
are they hiding them?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't hide a marshmallow in the couch and then like eat it later because of, imagine all the lint and rug dust.
There is nothing wrong with the old plastic egg, and let me just tell you, Ash and myself and about 5 of my friends hid 300 eggs around Frederick County last week.
I heard about
that. There are still about 80 of them out there. Now, we had a really heavy windstorm, so we hid them on Sunday. And on Monday, the hunt started. And on Wednesday afternoon, there was a horrible, it was so windy. It was like 40-mile-per-hour winds. So the eggs could potentially be in West Virginia. We're not quite sure.
Somebody found one in Gaithersburg. They're like, what the hell is going on here?
There are still eggs out there, and I'm actually going to try to make sure and update all the photos of the ones that I have not been alerted that they've been turned in yet. So I'm just saying, keep your eyes peeled no matter where you are in Frederick County. If you find a big old plastic egg, open it up and see if it says you found a Good Morning Frederick egg. You're good.
Don't you have one with like massive cash in it still, or no? Has that been found?
Well, we got the winner for the 100 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs did come in this weekend on Saturday, but we have not had our $500 winner come in yet.
Oh, boy, that's nice. Could be blown off in the wind. It might
convenient that the winds happened. I swear it did not work out that way. Somebody may have it, actually. People keep saying they think maybe kids just picked it up, and because it didn't have candy in it or something, may have tossed it aside. So if you find some random eggs in your car or anything like that, please check them.
They're like, all I found was just stupid, like, paper stuff, like $100 bills. I threw it away. I was so mad. No Tootsie Pops. Yeah, but that's well, you never know. I'm sure it's somebody. Well, I mean, I know for sure somebody will want to bring that in, but just keep your eyes peeled.
But we've been giving away tons of every single egg is a winner. Every single egg is a winner, and people have won some great prizes thus far. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a great idea. Well, welcome to Monday. Everybody having a fantastic Monday, unless you're the Baltimore Orioles. Don't know if you saw this, but this was so much fun.
Not in the Hall of Fame.
You're reading that score right there. There's another home run.
I mean, it's unbelievable. So right now, the Reds are 11-11. The Orioles 9-12 after this kiboshing from the Reds. I mean, I don't know what happened to the Orioles, but I can tell you coming up at about the 7th inning, they just got shellacked. I don't know if they were sleeping or what happened, but not good.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. And of course, I'm not obviously being an Orioles fan. What I do love is, I don't know if you can read some of these comments, but close game, to be honest, was one I like. Also, I like Dave says, remember that one time the Orioles spent money on pitching? Yeah, me neither.
I like the first one, the pitcher acting like he's throwing batting practice.
I think that guy, I think he was just like, when you're getting beat 24-2, you just bring in random utility infielders and they throw like 30 miles an hour.
You'd have to, because they would hit their pitch limit, before the 5th inning.
Yeah. So life as an O's fan is rough. We hope about every 8 or 10 years to be disappointed again and again.
I mean, last year they did okay. And, I don't know. The Reds got 24 runs off 25 hits and 1 error. I'm telling you, the O's only had 2 runs off of 7 hits and 1 error for them as well. I didn't watch the game, obviously. No idea what happened. Glad I missed that one, though. But I'm sure ESPN's going to be covering that for a long time to come. That could be probably one of the highest score. I don't know what is the highest score in baseball, but
it's not that. But I mean, it's certainly not far behind that whole thing. I'm telling you that much. Jeez. I mean, what are we even doing at this point?
And it's a moment
Well, I'll say this. Apparently, 29 runs is a National League record. The final score of 29-9.
I told you it was close.
Yeah.
At least they scored 9. We scored 2.
Yeah, the highest scoring total game in Major League Baseball history has been 1922 when the Chicago Cubs beat the Philadelphia Phillies 26-23.
Yeah, but the whole point is at least they scored 23 and still lost. We scored 2. We had 2 points, 2 runs.
Wait, here we go. Okay, here we go. The biggest blowout in Major League Baseball.
Now we're getting closer.
30-3 victory. The Texas Rangers over the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh my God. Being an O's fan.
That is crazy.
That is nuts.
That was in 2007. The previous record was held by the Boston Red Sox, who defeated St. Louis Browns 29-4 in 1950. Oh my good. That's a great trivia question.
That's not a great trivia question for sure.
Not if you're an O's fan.
Yeah,
no.
It's crazy, but maybe not as crazy as this. I don't know if you saw, but
that is taking the internet by storm. So Eagle Eyes noticed Gail's fellow crew members smiling and laughing and ringing the bell with enthusiasm. And then comes Gail. She a ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding. And Gail.
Right, so I don't know. I don't want to say too much about this because I don't want to, But really, what are we doing here?
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't want to say too much about it?
I mean,
we have to talk about it. We got to talk. First of all, I didn't even realize this was happening. Did they do any preemptive? Was I asleep when they were promoting that this was happening?
Maybe. I think, I don't know. I don't even know anybody.
Did you know that this was going on?
I did not know anything about it going on.
We're both in media. How did we miss the big promotion of their training to be astronauts?
Well, they didn't train.
G-force preparation.
They did none of that.
Oxygen, the dunking in the pool.
None of that happened.
14 minutes.
None of that happened. In fact, Katy Perry is upset that she's not being called an astronaut now because of the limited time that she spent in space. Did you hear the audio of them screaming coming back to Earth? It was just the whole thing was bizarre. Not only that, did you see that Jeff Bezos was running to try to open it and tripped and like cut his nose?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
that whole thing.
It's
that whole thing. I'm telling you,
this is like a Chevy Chase movie.
This guy. Multi-billionaire, right? It's okay. Multi-billionaire. Was this just like a jab at Elon Musk to say, this is what we've done? I don't know. But the grand opening of the doors, when the doors were already open and then they closed them. And
right.
TikTok has been all over it. All social media has been all over it, picking out every single possible thing.
Look at this, the shape of the rocket with the girl. It's literally like a Dan Aykroyd Chevy Chase movie. Like, just, can you even?
Right. This is like Airplane 3.
It literally is like you just.
They come out, their hair's all blowing in the wind, their makeup's all done. Where's the helmet hair? Where's the lipstick on the mouthpiece of the oxygen you needed when you were coming back down to Earth?
Yeah, it's incredible. I don't know. I'm not sure who they thought they were fooling. They're like, it's just so weird. The door was open, then it wasn't, and then you can hear them. I don't know, man. I just think it's quite bizarre.
It is absolutely bizarre. It is the craziest thing. And I just keep thinking, are we being sold this bill of goods? But
why? Like, what is the point? Like, one thing it was for a movie or maybe Jeff. I don't know. It just seems so weird. And Katy Perry, after being in space for 12 seconds, kissing the ground. Like, what are we doing, guys? Somebody's got to get a hold of somebody.
And the other thing that's got social media just absolutely beside themselves is the fact that I think each one of them paid or invested $150,000 for this 11-minute flight, which was alluded to as some roller coaster ride, which made them all mad. Like, they were like, oh, this was serious. No, it wasn't.
No.
I'm sorry. Just say it wasn't serious. I had 150 grand. I just put it away for 11 minutes, went up on a little ride, and came down.
It'd be one thing if they were trying to raise awareness for something or there's some sort of a book launch. Nothing. They just wanted to.
Right now, people can't eat, right?
Yeah.
They can't pay their rent. They can't. They're getting laid off.
People are dying marshmallows, for Christ's sake. What are we for Easter? We can't afford eggs.
You're going to space and thinking, I don't know. The whole thing, bad optics, terrible timing. It just awful all the way around.
It seems that these rich people can never read the room. It's so weird. You think that somebody like a small, like maybe one of their chefs or one of the people that work in the garden is say, hey guys, you shouldn't do this because the optics of this are horrendous.
Not a good time. Yeah, they don't have good advisors. None of them. Or they don't listen to them if they've got them, because just terrible all the way around. I don't even know. I know it was like Bezos' girlfriend designed the suits. Who cares? Seriously. Those are going to be, I'm telling you, if this kind of floats for a little bit longer, no pun intended, those will be the Halloween costumes for this year.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All the girls in their blue suits.
And then it's weird because now there's a bunch of conspiracy theories, but not only the door was open, but there's a picture of the people inside that look like dummies because their suits were blue, but had a white stripe on them. And then when the girls came out, they didn't. And so they don't even think they really went to space. It's a debacle. The whole thing is just crazy.
Oh my God, I love social media now because they pick those things apart in 2.2 seconds, man.
I'm telling you,
they weren't even out of that hatch before people were all over.
You can't even be a guy named Daryl flying to Dallas, flirting with a waitress and being married. By the end of your flight, the internet has already gotten you fired. They've gotten your wife to divorce you, and you are in massive trouble, and you haven't even stepped on the tarmac.
I am saying seriously. One of the things, I just saw another one of those videos of some couple with a quickie in a car atop a parking garage, and they've already determined they're not each other's spouse. They are already trying to figure out who the people are. They're already warning the wives and the husband. I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy.
Don't do anything wrong in public.
Boy, not
telling you and try to get away with it.
2025, not happening. Well, both you and I lived in San Diego. You obviously moved there. I just basically was leeching off you. Cool time. I don't know if you saw this. I thought this was an amazing thing, but the San Diego Zoo, this is now before the earthquake. You know, they always say that animals know what's going on before we do. This is that big earthquake in San Diego. Look what these elephants were actually doing moments before this thing. So they all go into the middle. So if you can't, so
nothing had happened yet.
No,
humans, nothing had happened.
This is like 30 minutes before. Now you can see the babies are in the middle and the adults are on the outside of the circle. You can't see what's happening. And so basically what happened was the elephants got into this little circle and they protect. This is like 30 minutes before the actual earthquake happened. And to protect their young, they knew right away something was going to go down. And
if you look up the video, because they have cams on them at all times, you can see the longer video when the camera starts shaking and everything does. But they were, that alert circle is very cool. I'd never seen anything like it. And here's something interesting, because my dog does this. She's crazy anyway. But yesterday, she went and laid on the basement landing, which is where she goes when there are storms and, there's thunder and lightning or anything like that. And it was clear yesterday. Was clear. And last night, so it was about an hour and a half before, apparently there was like a tornado that went through our sister's area where she lives up in Greencastle. It kind of went through northern part of Frederick into southern PA. And I'm telling you, that dog knew that stuff was happening. It's crazy. They can feel the change in something. I don't know.
What did you call it? What kind of a circle were you calling it?
They called that, I think they called that protective circle or whatever it was called.
Protective circle, yeah. I don't know. That
whatever was on the, very cool though. Very cool.
You know who doesn't have a protective circle is Jeff Bezos. So he should have some people around him that says, sir, this is a terrible idea. You need a protective circle.
He definitely needs a protective circle. He fell on camera, tried to open the hatch and be all heroic. It was already open.
Yes, the whole thing was insane. Speaking of animals here, do you want to set this up?
Oh, I love this. Oh, this is what's funny. My kids are grown. So we don't really do egg hunts anymore, since they've gotten older. But I did make them all Easter baskets. But apparently this person makes their dog an Easter basket. The dog knows that's their basket and is just patiently waiting for the chance to be able to get into it.
Oh, yeah. He's just sitting there waiting.
I don't know any kid who would wait that patiently for sure. Look. Oh.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I know dogs that have already jumped on the table.
Oh, yeah.
To grab whatever they were going to be doing there.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that is good. Do you have, let's see, was there any, I know we had any more on there, I think?
I don't know if there was any more today.
All right. Well, you know what? That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no.
Those are your trending stories. Danny, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit share, like, comment. Let us know where you're watching. Let us know, do you make your dog an Easter basket? And does your dog wait patiently? Are these astronauts real astronauts, or are they just fake celebrities that had a bunch of money to spend? And have you ever seen a shellacking on your favorite team like the Orioles got? We'd love to hear all those comments right here. What are you working on later on today for Good Morning Frederick?
Well, of course, we've got Possum Pets. I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick, keep you posted, because now that the weather has broken here in Frederick, Maryland, we are eventing like nobody's business. There are a ton of events really every day, but certainly every weekend that you need to know about. We're going to cover all of it for you.
All right, sounds good. And of course, you can see it all right here each and every day. Danny, who I am I'm pronouncing as the Princess of Frederick. Hopefully that's going to be catching on and having everybody do that. Thanks for being right here. Your trending stories each and every morning on Good Morning Frederick right here with Dan.
It's trending steady.
It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.